It is about time we get to do one of these videos. It is the drop. We've not got to do one for a few weeks now. There's been nothing new out, but this week there's actually 3 awesome looking crazy games that I personally cannot wait to play, and I'm curious to see what you guys think. So make sure you leave a comment. Out of the 3 games that I end up mentioning, which one are you most looking forward to checking out? Now, the first game that I'm looking at is a game called Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. Now, this game actually releases in a couple of days' time. It looks like it's going to be tons and tons of fun. It's actually based off a tabletop game called Werewolf the Apocalypse. And pretty much, it's a massive RPG adventure game where you take on the role of a character that's a werewolf, so you play in human form, you get to transform into a werewolf as well. And it looks like it's going to be tons of fun. You can literally take the approach of being stealthy, you can go in all guns blazing as such, or you can turn into a werewolf and bite people's faces off. Completely up to you. Now, the idea of something based off a tabletop game, at the moment, I'm really intrigued by. You guys, if you're in the Discord, might have spotted yesterday, we ended up playing a game of D&D. Personally, I didn't stream it, a friend that we're playing with did, and it was tons and tons of fun. We're all kind of learning as we're playing along as well, so I appreciate everyone that took part. It was really fun, it was really cool to do, and I can't wait to play another game. But yeah, the idea of playing this sort of thing that's based off a tabletop game looks like it's going to be amazing. It's one that I cannot wait to check out. The second one is a game called Haven. Now, this is another RPG game which is available on next-gen consoles as well, same as the Werewolf game that I've just mentioned. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about with Haven is it's another anime-style RPG game. And at the moment, there's a lot of them games out, so I'm a little bit worried this year especially that things are going to get lost in the crowd. There's tons of open-world games that are RPG-style MMOs, and it's one of them, when you're playing these games, you have to put a lot of time into playing them as it is. So when there's a lot of new ones coming out, if you're partway into a game, chances are you're not going to stop playing it and put it away to start another one to put hours and hours and hours into. You're going to want to finish the one that you're currently playing. And with the amount of RPGs that are due out this year, I do have a really bad feeling that a lot of the good ones are going to kind of get lost and people are not even going to get to play them. And they're not going to end up doing well, which is a really bad thing, especially if a game is absolutely awesome. But finally, the third one that I'm looking at is a game that's actually free for PlayStation Plus subscribers. And it's only free though if you do have a PS5. But the one thing I will say, if you don't have a next-gen console at the minute, make sure you add this to your library through either your web browser or the mobile app. Because if you end up picking up a next-gen console at some point in the future, at least then you're going to have this awesome game to play, sat there, ready, and you're not going to have to go out and buy it. And that's Destruction All-Stars. Now, I've been hyped for this game for ages. As soon as I saw this game at E3, I was literally sat there waiting to go out and pre-order it. I was waiting for pre-orders to open on the consoles and pre-order games, and this one, it got delayed, and it was just awful news. But it kind of had a silver lining around it, because it was stated when they delayed it in the same kind of post, it's getting delayed, it's not coming out at launch. However, when it comes out, it's going to be free for PlayStation Plus members, and it was actually due out in January. And then they delayed it against February, which at the time was a little bit gutting, but we're in February now anyway. We actually get this game for free tomorrow, and I cannot wait to play it. But if you don't know what it's about, it's pretty much a massive destruction derby game, with the fact that you can also jump out of your car and do parkour and run around and do other stuff as well. The customization stuff in this game could be really cool. At the moment, I do not know how it works. I don't know whether it's all going to be microtransactions or whether or not you're going to be able to unlock stuff just by playing the game, which I think could be a really good option. Either that or a mix of both. I wouldn't mind having to pay for a couple of cool skins, as long as that if I put 20 hours into the game, I'm going to unlock something at the end of it, if you know what I mean. But we'll see how it goes. But this is another one of them games. The only worry that I've got for this one is the player base, because there's no kind of cross-platform play, and the fact that it's only available for people on PS5, it's not even out on PS4. I'm a little bit worried that the player base isn't going to be there, and a game that could be really, really fun to play and an epic game to sit there and play with all your friends could end up being empty lobbies or spending ages trying to get into a lobby, and that could get irritating. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Hopefully, a lot of people are playing this game because it's one that I've been hyped to play and I cannot wait to check it out. Now, any of the games that I've mentioned today, if you guys are looking for people to play with, make sure you jump in the Discord. It's a really cool community. I play with people over there and they're all tons and tons of fun. They're awesome people. So if you're a gamer that plays on their own usually and you're just looking to get in a group of people to play with regularly, make sure you jump in there. Definitely worthwhile. Out of the games that I've mentioned though, I am curious to see which one you guys are looking to pick up, and if there's anything else this week that you think I should have mentioned, leave a comment down below let me know your thoughts. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.